Good afternoon, folks. Man, it's been a rainy day. Been out getting a hold of reclaiming some old barnwood for some projects. What's going on? What's going on? Hello, hello. I was out there today dodging freaking raindrops, which is no easy task. But getting reclaiming this old barnwood. Had some friends of mine that were tearing down a 100-year-old tobacco barn. And they were redoing some stuff because they're not growing tobacco out here anymore. So instead of repainting the old wood that was all black and everything else, they have decided to go ahead and just rebuild the entire thing. So I was lucky enough to be able to go out and get my pick of the wood, which, regular lumber is up 300% in the last like 6 months to a year, for brand new stuff, for new housing and things like that. I mean, anybody finding old hand hewed wood and stuff like that, anybody who knows anything about that, is extremely expensive. So I'm pretty blessed to have some good friends that actually allowed me to come out and get my pick. So got some projects I'll be working on. But I was sitting out there today and was talking to a buddy of mine for a little while before he left, and he had some things he had to do. So I'm out there going through these things and looking to try to think about creativity and kind of like what I would find, what I decided I wanted to do with things and stuff. I started thinking, and that's one of the great things about when you're outside and doing stuff by yourself. It's nothing but you, nature, music or silence, whatever you decide to do. I usually throw um, my ear pods in and then just listen to music while I'm doing it. So as I'm doing this stuff, I'm sitting here thinking about all these people on just this app alone that without me, there's no them. And I really, really honestly started thinking about these things because we know the Turners have been obsessed with me for a long time. Okay. And I mean, you have Envy Pussy who will sit and do 6, 8, 10, 12 hour scopes on me. The Turners did 8.5 hours last night, 6 hours the night before, I think 6 hours the night before that. You have Piglet and Materna. You have all these people. And if you listen, if you're that bored that you have to listen to everything they say, um, legitimately. And then they do talk about some other folks too, but more than anything else, I'm the topic of their conversation. And when people yell and scream, they don't care, but they talk about you for fucking 8+ hours, 6+ hours on every day. And you are literally the main focus of every single video and conversation these people have. They wake up thinking about me. They go to sleep thinking about me. I believe they dream about me. And during the day, they obsess about me. And it's a hard thing for me because I'm one of these people that I don't like attention. You know what I mean? That's why I never was on with the whole Facebook thing. I didn't promote myself when other people around me wanted to and wanted me to. I don't like it. Um, I'm more the gray man. But to sit there and reflect upon all these things for the last 5 years, but especially the last, I'd say probably year to 2 years, to know that literally I have made all of these people, because without me there is no them. Without me there is no content. And I'm not saying that they wouldn't do other scopes about some of the other people they go after, like Shauna or things like that. But they legitimately, my name is the topic of conversation majority of the time. And I don't mind, because if they're coming at me, they're not going at somebody else. I'm perfectly acceptable of that. You know what I mean? I got broad shoulders. I can take that. I mentally am able to take it, and it drives them fucking crazy. They can't break me. But I really was like just sitting there listening to this music, man, and like I got some old school shit, like some Incubus came on, like Drive and Make Yourself, and just a lot of old stuff. They're confused fans, and that's what I've always said about when it comes to haters. They're all confused fans. But let's think about this. I mean, rationally and legitimately. Without me, there's no them, right? Materna's been stuck on me for 5 years. The Turners have been stuck on me for 5 years, right? The Turners, they tried to put Hammer in prison. That failed because they suck. The Turners tried to attack Gina and everything else, and they failed because they suck. They've come at me for a long time, and they failed because they suck. But legitimately, without me, there is no them. They have no content. They would have nothing to talk about. They would have nothing to get on there and try to make fun of, like anybody really gives a shit what their opinions are of things. Every video, they talk about me. Now, Claude's a new addition. 33. You know, I mean, he's had his thing with screaming with fucking rubbing baby oil and shit, but I mean, he's gone at Lynn and Neva and Tecmo. I mean, he's an equal opportunity dickhead, but you know, MV cunt. Like that little bitch has been really going and talking shit about me for a couple years now, just talking. And so I actually was sent a link to the part of the video where NJ was reading shit from my younger brother. And it's amazing the shit that he like came back with, that he had knocked me on my ass. That little motherfucker has never raised a hand to me because he knows he'd beat steak through a straw. Okay. So anything that NJ wants to read about that little weak motherfucker, right? And he's mad because I told all of his fucking history about him fucking neglecting his daughter and shit. So he wants to go ahead and he wants to talk all of this shit like he knows anything when he's nothing but a fucking, he's a bitch. I mean, let's just be fucking real. He's basically Justin Turner in Ohio. And he's close enough. And the motherfucker still has never fucking stepped to me. But regardless of that little weak motherfucker, right? Because he's as insignificant as the rest of them. But let's think about the last, I mean, at least 3 years. Let's go 3 years. I can say fuck a lot. If you stick around for a while, you'll hear me say it a lot more. I love my sentence enhancers. And if it offends you, then you have way more to worry about than me saying fuck. So I go back to this. So here, you know, I'll fix it for you real quick, you know, because I didn't invite you. So bye. Now you see, again, when it comes down to these types of things, these people have legitimately been talking about me for years. Like every single video is about me. And it's really fucking sad. It really truly is. I mean, the Turners, you know, NJ wanted to be a documentarian so bad. She thought that the whole shit that she was going to run on Gina Nelms and she was going to be super fucking popular and she was going to be a documentarian about everything, but she's too fucking dumb. She's just too fucking dumb and emotional. So, you know, it's along these lines that I just sat there and I started thinking back about all these things, and literally without me, there's no Turners. Without me, there's no Materna and Piglet. Without me, MV Pussy would just be running his mouth to other fucking retards because he likes to pick on those people and he likes to think he's a badass when he comes at me, but he's really just showing how fucking pathetic he truly is. And Claude is trying to go ahead and show himself for MV Pussy to make himself like he's super cool. But legitimately, the Turners for fucking years, I have been their everything. They needed and continue to need me to exist. That's why they're trying so hard to get my attention and to somehow affect me because they failed so miserably over the years. Because they need me. Because if they didn't have me to talk about, they literally would have nothing to talk about. Their obsession is real. And the thing of it is, I mean, it's literally, they're just confused fans. Who sits around, right? Who sits around and your life is consumed by some other person that literally every waking moment and every sleeping moment you spend thinking about that person and obsessing about that person? Because you want the attention so badly, and you think that because I have a platform or that I don't even fucking use, and you think on here that you're going to develop some platform on a thing that's basically dead here in a few weeks. Without me, you have nothing. The term that I use for haters about being confused fans is 100% accurate when it comes to you people. You've tried to dive into my life talking about my shitty little brother who's a little piece of shit. You've tried to fucking contact my ex-wife. You've tried to fuck with my kids. You've tried all these things, right? And you come on here and you say shit like anybody cares what you think. And you do it for hours. How does it how do you become so obsessed, right? And transfixed on a person so much that sincerely every bit of your being that you even have right now is nothing without me. You've gone so far as to attack my friends. You've gone so far as to attack people that just fucking I talk to. What's up, Stacy? Right on time. You've gone so far as people who have, watched your obsessive shit for years and realized that you really are fucking pathetic. That you come out and you obsess about the only thing who has given you any content and you obsessively talk about it. I mean, let's think about this. Let's go back for the last, let's just say 3 years. There's no video that Turners do that does not have my name. Not one. There's not one video where Piglet and Turd aren't talking about me. So after the whole thing with Hammer, and we all had the vault where we proved all the shit that was going on with these people, they tried to be obsessed with him because he had a platform. And you see, that's been their goal the entire time is they cannot handle somebody having a platform when legitimately all they have are the pieces of shit they run around with. But when you sit around, oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were live, Stacy. I did just came on. I got home. I'm just thinking about some stuff. But without me, there are no Turdners. Without me, there is no Piglet. There's no Minturdna. There's no MV Pussy. There would still be a 33, unfortunately, for y'all who have had to deal with his dumb shit for years. I mean, I can't take credit for that. He's just suddenly become basically a fucking dingleberry on the asshole of life. And I don't say this to say how I think awesome I am or anything of that nature. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not that kind of person. But to these people, I'm the most fucking amazing person in the world. To these people, I am the most interesting, badass, just pimp motherfucker they've ever met in their entire life. Because if that wasn't true, they wouldn't be so obsessed. They wouldn't be such fans and stalkers and act like scorned ex-lovers and shit. And make shut up. I mean, the stuff that comes out of their minds because they're just so angry that they cannot fucking be me. And I'm just a normal person, man. I'm a mouthy fucking redneck from Ohio who doesn't have any fucks to give and just says what I think. The way it's always been. But oh yeah, I forgot about Patty Bitch Tits. Let's not forget about that little fucking tag along bitch. The fact that without me, there would be no them. I apologize to all of you who have been affected by these fucking pieces of shit, right? Because if I would have no me, there would be no them. But I'm sure they would find somebody else to latch on to. I mean, that's pretty inevitable. So you can hate me or you can cuss me or you can thank me, whatever the case may be, or you can just say, "Yep, makes sense," or it doesn't. And they'll come on and they'll cry and they'll be all upset and fucking butthurt and triggered and everything else because the realization is the fact that they need me. when I don't need any of them. Every single one of those people over there needs me and has needed me for years for some kind of a content that they try to skew and twist. They try to hurt my feelings, but you see, when you're trying to hurt somebody's feelings, you first have to make sure that they have them. And you see, for me to have any kind of feelings about the thing, I have to give a fuck what they're talking about, or what they feel, or what they think, and I don't. So you see, I made the Turners and MV Pussy and Materna and Piglet unwillingly, unwantingly. But I am their entire fucking world. They ignore their children. They ostracize family members. They miss work. They dream about me. They think about me. They obsess about me. They want to be me. And when they can't be me, they try to destroy things around me and they still fail. And they'll come on, they'll go, that's not true. Well, if it's not true, maybe you can explain to me why everything you do, everything you think, everything you dream about, everything you sleep and think about, you wake up, you think about every day, all day you think about is me. Because every bit of your content is about me. There's a lot of questions there. I don't know the answers to them. I don't know why they thought that I was such an amazing human being to try to emulate. And when they realize that they're fucking losers and cannot emulate that, then they go out and try to destroy what they can never be, which is me. And I'm, like I said, I'm just some mouthy redneck from Ohio with no fucks to give. And see, that's the thing. You guys here on Periscope, you've had Patty Bitch Tits and you've had 33 that they've just recently latched on to me, but you guys have had to deal with these, pieces of shit for years. So I'm sure that you over here, the original Periscope folks like Lynn and KK and Babe Bree and some of you all folks, you understand what I'm talking about from the Periscope side where Claude's been infatuated with y'all and things like that. I mean, it's just, it's sad. It's really sad. When people become so obsessed with you that without you, they wouldn't exist. That without you, they would have no content. They would have no life. They would have nothing. But they need me. They've needed me for years. And they're just really mad they can never achieve what I have. And I'm not saying like I'm not rich, I'm not famous, I don't ever want to be famous. I'm not a narcissist. I don't like the attention. I really prefer to not have attention. But unfortunately, when people become so fixated on you, I don't know what it is. I really don't. I don't know what it is that they found so just motherfucking awesome that they obsess about it to legitimately have come to a point where they wanted to be a documentarian. To definitely just making me your entire platform. You're trying to build a platform and attention based around me. Because I don't just rent the space for free in your minds. I own you, motherfuckers. I own every thought. I own every feeling. I own every dream. I own every waking moment of your lives because you are so consumed by me, that your lives have been formed around me. All of you. Materdna, Piglet, Turdners. Without me, there is no you. And you understand it, and you don't like the fact that everybody else sees it too. You don't like I don't understand the fact that how some mouthy fucking redneck just says whatever the fuck I want to. Why you would become so fixated on me that you try so hard. That you would be so fixated and obsessed and with me that you would stalk my life, my children for years. This isn't a new thing for you. It's just years. That your scopes, every scope is majority is about me. It's quite disturbing. I mean, it's now graduated into I have some retarded fucking coked out and hobbit in Arizona running around throwing baby lotion on or baby oil on himself, screaming my name. You got another fucking retarded idiot running around with fucking nipple clamps screaming my name. That are all associated with these same people. And it's amazing because they say all these things, and Justin Turner for years. I've invited him. I mean, he wanted the invite. He wanted to know no victim statements. I agreed to that. Still, he's nowhere to be found. MV Pussy, he tried really hard to go with the Turners and he failed because, well, he's a loser and he's a failure. And then so he decided he wanted to come at me, which he again failed because he's lied about the things. He's cucked out of a fucking fight that he's screamed for forever. What's the gym? What's the gym? How long do we hear that? Right? He got the fucking paperwork. But no, actually, what happened is he refused the paperwork to get it to sign it. But he shut up about that. Did you notice how fast he shut up about that? So what does he do? He runs around and he tries to talk shit and jerk off fucking 33, flies from Wisconsin to Arizona to fucking really sit there in Arizona and talk about me, which they do every fucking, Friday night for the last 2.5 months. I mean, I don't know what I did to, in your eyes, be so important, so awesome that you have literally formed your lives around me in every waking moment, that you have neglected your children, you've neglected your jobs, your family, yourselves to concentrate on me. I don't understand it. I really don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But then again, I'm a rational thinker. I don't understand the minds of losers and lunatics. Maybe they'll come on, and of course they'll come on tonight, and they'll be triggered as fuck, and they'll yell and scream, and they'll deny it. But how can you deny the evidence that is there? You have the Turners who have multiple devices with videos of me that have nothing to even do with them. Last 3 nights, they've done 6+ hour scopes about me, plus the ones they're in with everybody else's, plus MV Cuck has done his, right? Plus Materdna and all of her false accusations and slander and shit, and Piglet with hers. Me, like they are all encompassing around me. Like, listen, folks, I am not the Messiah, okay? I am just a mouthy redneck from Ohio who just says what the fuck I want to say with no fucks to give. And if that's what you want to be in life, then just be that in life. You don't have to come out and really fixate on a person and make that one person your entire life. I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I am not the Messiah. I am not whatever it is that you think that I am, that your life has been so consumed by me. Whatever that is, it's not me. And you can't go and say that, oh, it's not true. Well, yeah, it is. The last 5 years proves, the last 2 years prove it. I'm not sure what your infatuation is with me. I'm not sure at all. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, we know Justin Turner has a little dick and fucking low testosterone. He's already admitted that himself, and so has NJ. Maybe he wants to be a fucking see what a man is like. But Justin, Maybe that's why you're so mad, little buddy, because you can never be a real man. Can never be me. You'll come on, you'll say it's bullshit, we hate you, we don't care. But you don't care for 8+ fucking hours is how much you don't care. And you don't care that not only are you on for 8.5 hours, but you're on 8.5 hours with about 8 hours and probably 15 minutes of that being just about me. You can't say that you don't care, that you're not obsessed, that you're not so fixated on me that I literally rule your life. I rule your thoughts. When I'm gone, you miss me, obviously, because you keep trying to draw me back in. There's a real psychosis there. There's a real thing that you should really go lay down on a couch and talk to somebody about. All of you. Every one of you. From Maturdin a Piglet to MV Pussy, the Turdners, like all of you. Like, I understand that I am an amazing human being, right? I get it. People like me, and they don't like you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe people, that's the reason it is, because people like me when I don't have to go out and just trash everybody to have people like me. I can have intelligent conversations with people that have nothing to do with anything else to deal with them, but yet they can't. Your inability to have an intelligent conversation about anything, that's a you thing, as Rob would say, and Shauna would say. It's a you thing. That's not a me thing. If you spent half as much time in educating yourselves, researching things, learning new things, right? Working as much as you do spend on here about me. And that's just on here about me. That's not talking about your daily lives and how consumed with me you are. In your dreams, how consumed with me you are. In every thought, every bit of your fiber of your being is consumed by me. Imagine if you put that much energy into not being fucking losers and dumb fucks. What you could do. Imagine what you could do with your lives if you hadn't just spent the entire time on me. Because you think I'm just that goddamn awesome. I'm flattered, kinda, but it's gotten past that to the fucking really creepy level. But when I'm out there doing these things and the thought just comes to me, it's like, damn, think about all these things, about trying to look at the blessings from all the negative and everything else, but you can't ignore the negative. And these people are like petulant little children. They've just thrown fucking temper tantrums because they want my attention so bad. App is leaving in like 2 weeks. All the time you spent on here, just on here, obsessing about me, let alone the time in your normal everyday life. Imagine the things that you could have accomplished. You could have researched a myriad of different things. You could have learned about the CERN super collider, what the God particle is, what dark matter is. You could have learned woodworking. You could have learned how to fix your fucking cars or whatever. Oh, you're okay. For some reason, Periscope likes to fuck with my videos lately. I've done a couple of them; they just disappear. This one might too. Who knows? But I'm sure they're recording, and that's fine. The fact of the matter is that all the time that you have spent obsessing over me and wanting to be me, wanting to wear my skin for a fucking suit, all the time that I've run through your dreams, which God, those creep me the fuck out with the possibilities you could be doing with that, you nasty fucks. Imagine that if you weren't so consumed by my fucking evidently to you awesomeness, things you could have done in your life. Like you could have really had a relationship with your grandkids. You could have actually taken fucking cases, maybe, if you didn't suck. And you could have learned to write motions that weren't written in crayon. And you could learn the difference between TO, TOO, TWO. You would learn punctuation like commas and exclamation points and periods. In your walls of incoherent rambling, I should be flattered that you fucking losers have just been so fucking obsessed with me and needed me so fucking much and my attention so much in your life to feel validated. It's sad. It really is sad. And I can't feel sorry for you because those are choices that you've made. But out there getting going through that old barnwood and really got to thinking. Without me, there's no you. And that right there alone, your inability to own that publicly, even though everybody sees it. Without me, there is no you. For years without me, there's been no you. The fact that some mouthy redneck from Ohio just says what the fuck he says, don't care what anybody thinks about it, has been your fucking idol. I've been your idol for 5 fucking years. I've been your everything for 5 fucking years. It's horrible. It's pathetic, especially for the males. Envy Pussy and Justina Turner to obsess this much over another guy. It's not healthy. I understand that you zeta cucks, and you're not even beta cucks. You're zeta cucks. You're like lower than like the nuts on a slug, and we all know this. It's painfully fucking obvious that you wouldn't know how to be a fucking man if your life depended on it. Because nobody in the real world fucking gives a shit about you. You go away, if you don't make a sound for a week, people are relieved. They're rejoicing in the fact that you have finally shut the fuck up with your obsessions. Or was one of us leaves for a week and people don't know about it, we get messages and phone calls and things like that. People, hey, are you all right? Things good? Yeah, things are good. Life is good. When you go silent, people breathe a sigh of relief. So you can come on tonight and you can yell and scream and tell the world again for another 8.5 hours how much you don't care and just talk shit and make me your complete focal point for another 8.5 hours. See, when I was watching the thing where NJ was talking about my little brother came back after I smashed his fucking ass and exposed the fuck out of him back in her inbox and his inbox, as a matter of fact, too. Justin Turner was like, hey, we come on here. Was it NJ said something to the effect of, we work well together doing this. Yeah, that's a highlight of everybody's fucking marriage is to dually obsess about another fucking man so much that I literally own your fucking every thought, every action, every video, everything. If those are relationship goals, I've never heard of them. But Justin says, "Oh, come on here because I know you're gonna listen." No, little buddy. See, those videos are downloaded. And unless somebody sends me like a timestamp for something, I don't even listen to them. I just have them. But last night, as you guys were already almost 7 hours into it, I decided I was going to go live because I knew you obsessed motherfuckers would definitely rescope me. And for an hour of it, you did. And then you went and did more video after I finally got off the thing and said, here we go. Because I knew you motherfuckers would wait and watch and listen to everything that I said because you've already proven that with NJ scrolling through her phone and showing videos from Facebook from a year and a half, 2 years ago or more that had nothing to do with that, mind you. I did that intentionally last night when I couldn't sleep because of the storms coming in and the pain. I did that intentionally because I knew you motherfuckers would stay up all night and you'd rescope me and you'd talk about it. And tonight you'll play it again and you'll play this. And tonight you will talk about me again. In this entire week, for the next however many days Periscope is here, you will continue to obsess and talk about me. Because without me, there is no you. You're so weak minded that I will still remain the focus of your pathetic lives. That you want my attention and you want to be me and you want to accomplish things that you can never accomplish. So you just come on here and show old videos and talk some shit. And that's it. That's all you'll do. That's literally all you'll do. Because I own you. Because with no Cropper, there's no any of you fucktards over there. How does that realization being said out loud, and it's indisputable with evidence from everything that you've done and continue to do, everything is about me. Minus about probably 10%. And then it's being put out here, vocalized out loud by me to everybody and anybody else. Because it's a realization that everybody has already made before. It's just never been said. Never been said out loud until now. So tonight and for the next couple of weeks, you will continue to prove me right, just like you've done for the last 5 fucking years. Because I own you. I own your thoughts, your dreams, your feelings. I own the very air that you fucking breathe, evidently, because it all revolves around me. You wake up in the morning thinking about me. You go to sleep thinking about me. You dream about me. You spend all day thinking about me, all night thinking about me. It's really pathetic. Truly is pathetic. But, that's life. And unfortunately, those are your lives that you have taken and just abandoned family and aspirations and goals and dreams and jobs and family members because I consume you. Because for some reason, you just find me that fucking awesome. And you're fucking losers. So, your years of proof, there's no disputing it, that you're everything exactly what I said. Moving forward, for the next couple of weeks, we'll continue to prove exactly what I've said. So, I guess, it doesn't matter if you love me, you hate me, or you scream my name while you're masturbating. It's all encompassing because all you think about is me. Without me, there is no you. And that's pretty fucking sad. But so are you. So come on. Tell us all how much you don't care for another 8.5 hours while you talk about me for 8 hours and 20 minutes of that 8.5 hours. So, Cricker. And tell the world how much you don't care while you continue to show the world how you really do care. And I'm going to enjoy making dinner tonight, sitting down with my son, watching television while we eat, talking about the day, and not planning everything around any of you over there, Turdners, Maturdna, Piglet, Envy Pussy, Patty Bitch Tits, or Claude. And it's funny how Piglet today decided she wanted to try to say the things that I said last night about all of them and pointed out facts and the fucking truth about them. And Piglet comes on today about, oh, I'm getting up today and I'm enjoying my day. And they go every morning, they wake up thinking about us and blah, blah, blah. And I said the same shit last night and it's legitimate. But it was nice of Piglet to try to go ahead and take that and do like the Turners do and spin it to make it their own because, well, you fucking obsess over me too. Nice try, Piglet. Nice try. But it failed miserably because all you did was try to regurgitate something that I had said the previous day and have said before and try to make it your own to seem like you're smart when everybody knows that you're truly a fucking idiot. Like dumber than even Materna. And that's pretty fucking dumb. That's pretty fucking dumb. But it is what it is. So, folks, all the good folks, I hope you have a blessed evening. I may come back late tonight. Just depends. May wait till tomorrow. Throw some positive vibes out there. But when you have an epiphany such as this today, and it was just too much to hold in and not just express to expose these losers for who they are, as if anybody didn't know. So, for the good people, I hope you have a blessed evening. I hope you have an amazing dinner. Sleep well and kick ass first thing tomorrow morning. For the pieces of shit that I've discussed in this video, may you all develop anal cancer and flames fly out of your ass when you shit because you are all assholes and pieces of shit yourselves. So, with that, I bid you adieu.